Some rather interesting images have surfaced today thanks to the creator of the original Xbox, Seamus Blackley, and what he shared was both info and early designs from the original Xbox. Now, he was originally hired back in the dark days of 1999 by Microsoft, of course, to work on DirectX, and he wrote the proposal for the original Xbox, and the team that would be creating and designing that first Xbox was also assembled by Blackley as well. Now, he decided to share via Twitter some of the early controller concepts for the console, which was at first named DirectXbox. Now on screen you'll see some of the various prototype images that you'll see for the Xbox controller, and well, they each have a similar theme in that they are very much obviously inspired by the Dreamcast, with their little sort of screen in the middle and the weird sort of like spaceship-like designs of a lot of them. As to why they have the Dreamcast influence, well, you know, when something is popular, obviously you're going to look to the design of that and think, what can we learn from this? And he said, quote, "No, we didn't almost go with any of these. These look as they do because at the time Dreamcast was king. Influence. No, you just need to keep in mind that concept designers often copy what's in front of them. Xbox was his own beast." And as I just said a few moments ago, the original name for the Xbox was the DirectXbox. Now, that almost stuck, kind of, when obviously, you know, we just got Xbox, but he said, quote, "Our name for it was DirectXbox, a device that was designed just to run graphics and sound. It stuck, nearly." And obviously, as we know, they went with a more traditional controller design in the end, without the screen and everything like that, but it's interesting to know that during the early stages of development, the guys behind it were very much looking at the Dreamcast, thinking, what can we learn from this? You know, how can we adapt to similar sort of style? And some of the designs are very weird and wacky, some of them not so much, some of them, even the less wacky ones, are still a little strange, but one of them in particular just looks like a spaceship rather than a controller. But it's interesting to know that at one time, you know, obviously the Dreamcast was considered king, and it would have made sense for a person developing a new console to be like, you know, what can I implement from this design here? What can perhaps make our console better? Obviously, the design that we got has gone on to be more, you know, so it was more traditional design, and that's a design we've pretty much stuck with over the years. You know, so we've had some obviously minor changes here and there, but we pretty much stuck to that sort of similar layout, apart from, like, you know, the Wii U and stuff. Let's not go there. For a long time, so it's probably for the best that it didn't go for this, because weird and wonderful controllers tend to be a gimmick and not much else. There's a reason we stuck with the similar controller design that we've had for so long, I suppose. But still, it's interesting stuff. I find this kind of stuff very cool, and I would actually love to see some earlier designs of, say, like, you know, the actual console itself, and obviously the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and obviously the X360 as well. That would be really interesting to see. But otherwise, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on these weird and wonderful designs. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.